guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and we're going to do another duel showcase today. We're looking at a rainbowed copy of the Super Saiyan 3 Gohanks, and then we're also going to look at Super Saiyan 3 AGL Gotenks Xeno. So these two units are kind of built in the same vein. They're definitely meant to be used together, or they're made to kind of work together. They link very well together, and their passives kind of play off of each other. But obviously they're also built, their passive is built in a way where you can definitely use them on other teams and other setups, but we're going to just use them together and kind of do their showcase here at the same time. So let's go ahead and look at the passive for Gohanks. So Gohanks raises attack and defense for 1 turn. He does supreme damage and he seals. So a lot of these heroes units, there's a common theme with a lot of them doing debuffs. Sealing, stunning, attack down, defense down, you're seeing it a lot. And a lot of their passives depend on that, which these two heavily involves it, right? So he gets attack and defense 120, plus another 30% attack and defense with each super attack performed up to 120. So we're going to need to see this guy super attack 4 times before he's fully built up. He launches a guaranteed additional super attack if there is another Dragon Ball Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn, or if the enemy is an attack down or defense down. So since if you're running these guys on Heroes teams, they're always going to get that additional super, right? If you're not running them with other Heroes units, you just have to make sure you're putting them in a situation where the enemy is debuffed, and then they'll still get that. So what you're going to notice with these guys, their attack isn't going to look crazy right off the gate, but they build up very quickly because they're guaranteed additional supering every turn. And that's like an LR Broly effect. It's not AoE, but that's like what Videl has, and that's what LR Broly has. So these units, even if their attack stats don't get like insanely high, because you're guaranteed double supering, you basically can combine the attack stat, right, when it's guaranteed like that. So very, very good. And you can see I just went a little ham on his additional, 25 additional. I basically just wanted him to build up really quickly, and he does have a 1-turn attack and defense raise, so I wanted to be able to raise that on the same turn as well. So you can see I just went crazy on additionals with him. A lot of this is because there was the new Fusions event where you could get free equips, so that's why he has a level 4 gold additional. That's from the free stage event there. Not very link leveled at this time, right? So let's go ahead and look at the AGL Gotenks. His passive is going to look very similar, right? Attack and defense for 1 turn, supreme damage, and then instead of sealing, he lowers attack and defense. So he does the other type of debuff, right? So the debuff that this one does supports the other one, and then the other one does the debuff that supports this one, right? But it doesn't matter, because if you're running them on the same turn, they're both Dragon Ball Heroes anyways. So he has literally the same passive pretty much. Attack and defense 120, additional 30% attack and defense with each performed up to 120, and then launches a guaranteed additional if there's Dragon Ball Heroes, and then his is if the enemy is stunned or sealed, you could do it if you're not running Dragon Ball Heroes. So they literally are basically the same unit, which is why I'm running them in the showcase together. Their passive and everything is basically the same. The only thing that's different is like their stats are a little bit different, so that's where we'll see like a discrepancy there. And then since this is an AGL unit, I went full additional, and you can get 20 additional, and then what I did was in the skill orbs I did a bunch of crit, because then I could give him crit and skill orbs, because on AGL units you can't put additional in the bronze or silver slot, so it's a good opportunity for me to give him some crit there. So both of these units should be doing, I mean, honestly, if the enemy survives, there should be many turns we see triple supers or maybe just triple attacks in general. And so I'm just running this heroes build with a bunch of support. I'm going to give Poutine a whirl here, just to see how she does. She is a 30% support. I haven't tried her out yet. I haven't done her showcase yet, so we'll kind of get a little bit of a look at her. But other than that, we're going to run the 40% Toa, 40% Pan, and then I'm just going to have the 2 Tech Trunkses on rotation so I can keep my support flowing. So we got a very good turn 1 rotation, and you can see 118k and 120k, so they're both kind of in that same range, right? So we'll go ahead and start getting some attacks in. I'm hoping, my intention here is to attack type disadvantage and hope that the Goku survives both supers, so at least the Gotenks can at least get 1 super in, right? So yeah, 1.3, now that is definitely underwhelming, right? But remember, we've got the guaranteed additional, so now it's a 1.7. So basically, combined, he just did a 3 mil attack stat turn run. And 3 mil isn't the worst, and considering he still has some building up to do, that's fine. Okay, and then yeah, 1.5 for this Gotenks here. And then he's going to guarantee it at 2, so he did a 3.5. So basically, each of these units were at like 3 to 3.5 mil turn 1. Once again, it just doesn't look as impressive because the attack stats are really low. But like I said, when you have guaranteed additionals, you kind of need to combine them, right? And see where they go from there. So we'll kind of keep going and see how they're looking. Once again, they need to get 4 supers to fully build up. So we just did 2 for each one, which is very good. That type of passive is actually okay when they have guaranteed additionals in their passive. When they have that without guaranteed additionals, that's where I think it gets a little bit wonky, right? Okay, so these Trunkses aren't going to be like crazy linked up, but that's fine. He'll still do like 4 mil with no links, right? Why not? I do really like the Trunks, man. His animations are so good. I think he did work as the headliner. He's got a great leader skill, great effects. His animations are fire. His hard art is fire. Like, they did a really good job on him. Okay, so now we're at 180k defense for each one. Once again, they link up, 5 out of 7 links, so that's why we're running them together. So we'll go ahead and we should hopefully be able to double super both of them. Their attacks are going to start going up though, so it's going to be harder to get the double supers with each one. That's the only bad part about doing this, is that like I could get in a situation where one gets more stacks than the other, but all we're looking is for them to get that full, 2.5 on the second attack here. So what, he was at like a 4.5 mil, and there's the triple. So this isn't guaranteed, but yeah, he just did like a 7 mil attack stat there with the triple super. The thing that's crazy about these guys, right? So yeah, 2.1, but keep in mind he's got a guaranteed coming now. Oh, we crit, darn it. So he missed that. So the int one, was the Gohanks, he's built up, but the Gotenks isn't built up. He needs 1 more super. But basically, I'm just going to keep attacking with the same one in slot 1 because they're basically identical, right? So whatever one does, basically you would assume the other one does the same. What I like about these two, that's kind of different than, so you guys may have seen I did a video on the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks teen, and he's absolutely bonkers bananas, right? The one flaw that he has though is his passive has a high chance to do an additional, but it's only for the first 5 turns. So he's putting up like way fatter numbers, but he doesn't have like the guaranteed additionals consistently like these two do. So when you consider the fact that these two are guaranteed additionaling and you're looking at the combined attack stats, like these guys are actually quite impressive. So yeah, 250k defense for Gohanks, and then Gotenks is at 224k defense. Gohanks now should be fully built up, and once again, this is going to be a guaranteed double super, maybe a triple if hidden potential goes off. That's why I kind of went wild on the combo attack, because I want to have a lot of triple attack turns. And then what's Poutine look like? Yeah, 100k defense. I mean, she's free to play, so can't expect too much out of her. Alright, let's see what we got here. So yeah, 2.75, okay. Once again, guaranteed additional coming. 2.9, so what, over a 5 mil attack stat. And then if you get the triple, then that's a bonus. Okay, so here's 2.5 for Gotenks. And then 3 mil. So yeah, they both just did like 5 mil plus attack stats on this turn. So 5 mil is definitely very solid. Now, yeah, and she's at like 1 mil. Her animations are pretty good though. I don't mind her animations, and she will EZA at some point. She's definitely good enough though right now that she's not getting an EZA this year. It'll be a year or two until she gets it. Usually with the free-to-play units, like some of them, you can tell like right away if they're going to EZA on release when their like awakenings are really underwhelming. Like the like in year 6, like all those free-to-play units, other than the Roshi was actually pretty good before his EZA. But like the Tien and Roshi and the physical UI Goku, like they were pretty bad, and like the Krillin 18 was terrible. So we knew, like, since they were so bad on release, we knew they were getting an EZA in like part 3 or part 2, whatever it was. I think it was part 3. But this Poutine, she is good enough, like just reading her passive, that I don't think she's going to EZA this year. And Heroes has never done, well obviously this is the first year they've done EZAs, but they haven't EZA'd any of the other old free-to-play units yet either. I feel like they would EZA before she would. Okay. So yeah, they're both about 260k defense here. Gotenks is getting an extra link from Pan, so he's got 6 out of 7, and we got 5 out of 7 for Gohanks here. So we'll go ahead and attack through. And then yeah, we probably, I mean, this could be the last turn. Maybe we'll get one more just for consistency. Let's see what they're doing here. See if their attack keeps shooting up or not. I think it should start to sit fairly consistent now. Yeah, 2.8. Okay. and then 3, so that was about 5.8 mil attack stat, so about 6 mil. But that's the thing, and like, yeah, so he did get the triple attack there, right? Just wasn't a triple super. So the fact that these guys consistently have like a fairly decent chance of triple supering is kind of insane. So yeah, now we're at 3.2, and then guaranteed additional at 3.4. So that's nearly a 7 mil attack stat we just put up with this guy. Yeah. How about a 11 mil attack stat? That's about where we're at right now. So yeah, these guys are crazy. Like they're, like I said, I could see somebody using these two and like not understanding actually how good they are, because the attack stats are like lower. Like when you look at that tech Gotenks I did the video on, and he's shooting out 7 mil attack stats, 6 mil attack stats. Like compared to that, these look underwhelming. But when you have that understanding that you have guaranteed additionals, so basically you combine the attacks because it's guaranteed. With other units, you don't like always combine their attacks because that's from hidden potential, right? But when it's guaranteed, you can safely add them together and say that is their attack stat because that is what they got guaranteed, and then they could get the 3rd super. So pretty darn good for these guys, to be honest. They take a little bit of build up, right? So in like a really short event, and like I could see like Super Battle Road, well, I mean one of them does seal, so like they could be okay in Super Battle Road. But like anything that's like really short without a lot of build up, I probably wouldn't recommend using them. But as long as you can at least get them to attack like 2 to 3 times, like 2 to 3 turns with them, they're going to be good to go because defensively they're very solid. So they're not like an unbeatable wall like the Tech Gotenks is, but it's definitely suitable, right? Like when you're in that 280 to 300k range, like what are they at right now? Yeah, they're at like 260 something k defense, and they're raising on super attack, so their defense is going to be over 300k. So yeah, these guys are definitely good enough defensively, right? So let's get one more turn here. Yeah, we'll just do one more turn and see what we get. But now, yeah, they're just kind of consistently putting up these like just crazy fat attack stats of like 3.5 mil per attack double supering. Yeah, so this is 2.87. Okay, and then another 3. So yeah, about a 5 mil attack stat. The Gotenks did seem like he was hitting a little harder. Let's see what Gotenks does here. Okay, so we got the triple attack again. And then Gotenks, yeah, he's about 3 mil. So the Gotenks, that's probably just from his raw attack stat being a little bit higher is probably what that's from. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of these Super Saiyan 3s. I think they're really busted. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.